Yo, Top Billin. All right, Top Billin. No, we do a lot of talking about the Seattle Seahawks explosive offense. They are absolutely killing it with the deep ball, being able to generate explosive plays with one man 1-900 shotty, dialing them up. And that's all well and dandy. But as we seen with the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, even another offense like the Green Bay Packers, very similar to what Seattle can do, gotta have some defense, man. Eventually, you're gonna run into a team that can force you to do things that you may not want to do. Like if I would think about Seattle, I want to talk about the quick game eventually. They're gonna have to get that quick game underway. DK Metcalf definitely doing this thing, getting a lot better with his route transitions, being able to operate from quick and mid distance. But Tyler Lockett, that's your volume guy. He's gonna be fed the ball 10 to 12 times a game, at least in targets. I want to see more Swain, right? More Swain, please. I think he's a guy that can replicate what Tyler Lockett does. I believe he's going to be that good in Seattle. He was that good at Florida. And, of course, the run game itself, being able to manufacture and be able to control clock when you need to. But, hey, when you're that damn explosive and you got that dude, Chef Russell, absolutely torching people, coming up with clutch day in and day out, just being clutch, man. Life is clutch and clutch is Russ, right? So with that being said, on the other side of the ball, bend but don't break, but I want to see them be even a little bit better than that, right? A guy like KJ Wright, I have to highlight this guy. In the last game, to me, he was all over the field. If you talk about the Seattle Seahawks scheme, with him maybe filling in on the close side of the formation where Bruce Irvin would have normally been, his FBI, I mean, his ability, his football intelligence, his ability to recognize, read, and react, and his athleticism, albeit maybe not as athletic as he used to be. It's not like he was the greatest athlete in the world, but he understands his limitations, and he plays faster than just about everyone else because of his football intelligence. He's just a joy to watch. He's just one of those guys. If you're into great defensive play, KJ Wright, unsung hero. Guys don't know him like they do a Bobby Wagner. His name doesn't roll off the tongue with the average casual fan or fans in other markets and stuff like that. But it should, right? At the ripe old age of whatever he is in his 30s, aging like fine wine. And, man, it's just a joy to watch, man. I want to break down some of the stuff that he did in the last game and show you why maybe some of the stuff doesn't register on the stat sheet, but it should, right? It does definitely registers during film studies, so something to pay attention to right there. So let's get into a little bit of KJ Wright right here, all right?
What more can I say?
Top Billin. All right, so check this out right here. You talking about eye discipline, and you talk about football intelligence. What you're going to have is zone flow across the board. They're going to be working hard, making it look like they're working out of a stretch here. But what it amounts to is I believe they're actually reading KJ Wright himself. They're trying to force him to work hard along the backside pursuit, and then they'll go behind him with this pass tag on the back of this run call here, right? So it's an RPO. But what he does is, if you can see right here, he plays it parallel to the line of scrimmage. He slow plays this, not necessarily worrying about the backside pursuit, trusting that his guys will get there, but just knowing that he has to defend his particular gap. Too many people are too impatient. They'll go ahead and rush this right here, and then they just give up contain, or anything worse behind that, right? Something going where they were on a replays. So we see it right here. Oh, look at that. Got him. Straight nasty. Kirk Cousins already had this in his mind that he was going to go there, right? A mission abort, almost like a mission abort play action fake. But look at this. Just watch KJ right here. Parallel to the line of scrimmage, squeezing down. Squeezing. Look at him. You see him start to shuffle here? Start to shuffle. Now what? Kirk Cousins is like, he's got the emoji. I was like, uh-oh. Look, he's trying to pump him out and then try to hit him with the okey doke with the sidearm delivery or whatever like that. But you can see right here, this was all him. This was all him. Everybody else did their job, right, pursuing the run. Nope, not KJ Wright. Imagine that. That's just one-on-one right there. Then look at Kirk Cousins. I can't stand Kirk Cousins. Look at him. Please don't hurt me, sir. I hate that dude, man. He did that. I used to love Kirk Cousins, man. He did that whole, if I die, I die, and the coronavirus and all this and that. Like, come on. Karma is undefeated. Look at this dude's season since he said that. Straight up. All right, now check this out as well. So this is going to be called help defense. Not everything's about what you do. Sometimes it's about what you do for others. So it's a selfless team, and he's the epitome of a selfless player here. So what you're going to have is a shotgun counter O. You're going to have a pull right here from your guy, the right guard here, coming around, kicking out something. Also going to have rocket motion by Adam Thielen, trying to get everybody's eyes out of sorts. But if you just play it correctly and you know your gap and your assignments, like the Seattle Seahawks usually do, you're good. You're going to have triangle defense here. See, now you can see KJ Wright stacked off the ball, working to the close side of the formation. See the tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. Triangle defense here. Boom. 3. Once this motion goes right here, you'll see Bobby Wagner stacked back as well. Then you have a triangle defense as well with Punafor and Benson Mayowa. So 3-on-3 here. What you're going to have is this man's ability to be patient and just work exactly what he needs to work there. So check this out. See the motion. Like he's telling him to be the end man on the line of scrimmage at the very most, but he wants to get this back inside, rushes him to your man, Jaron Reed. Just being patient. A lot of guys would see this, right? First and foremost, it's counter action. Then you're going to have a pull here. So you're going to probably want to try to meet where the puller is. Right? If I've been in this situation myself before, a lot of people would try to come, and if there's some space there, try to slide under. Then the back ends up getting to the outside there, which not a bad thing. You do have a cornerback out there, but you know that you're better equipped to handle as the contained player. So that's something to always look for there. But not him. Look at that. Forces him back inside shoulder force. Nasty. Love it. A lot of people are probably looking at this like, what does this mean? This is football right here. This is the stuff that I look for when I'm watching football. I don't look for the glitz and glamour type stuff. I want to see the blood and guts type stuff, and this is exactly what this was. This is great work by KJ Wright. All right, so check this one out right here. Now, watch him read his keys. So he has this. If this goes to a man-to-man situation and Dalvin Cook were to shoot out to the flats, he has that as well. You actually see him start to cheat up a little bit because he knows he probably can't run with Dalvin Cook, so he gets a beat on that. But however, look at him redirect as soon as this draw play happens here, and they do a good job of angling off with their blocking and get a huge crease here, and you can see impact tackles. It was at or around the line of scrimmage. I would say 4 yards and in, maybe 3 yards and in, but he's usually money for that. A lot of these guys rack up these cornball tackles where they're 15 yards down the field and they'll get a bunch of tackles, and people who don't watch it think they're doing something, but not KJ Wright. Look at this. All right, you see him start to cheat right there. Now he can read his keys. Bang. No, sir. Look at that. You can see him cheating. Right, he's smart. He's like, all right, let me go ahead and get a step on this just in case. You can see him looking at Dalvin Cook right there. Now he reads this. He's like, all right, so he's not going to the flats. Let me go ahead and shoot. Angle off. Inside shoulder force there. And he gets him, right? Not necessarily a form tackle, though. Not a form tackle, but I don't think of KJ Wright as that just because he's so tall, right? He's a uniquely tall cat. What is he, about 6'4" or something like that? That's why I always wonder if he shouldn't always be a Sam linebacker, just for the simple fact that his length and his arms and everything like that is playing up on the line of scrimmage and some of the 4-3 under stuff. But I understand the duties call for probably somebody like a Bruce Irvin, who's a little bit more adept at rushing the passer, although I would like to see him rush the passer too, especially as he gets up there in age. I wonder if that could be his calling in the latter stages of his career. You just never know. All right, here's another one right here. You can just see his FBI, right? He's telling them exactly who to pay attention to. You're going to have just your normal motion here by Thielen, and you're going to have what it amounts to is pretty much a zone crack, right? Hey, some of y'all sitting there like, ooh, did he say crack? I ain't talking about that type of crack, baby. It's not that type of party. Not anymore, right? Your boy ain't got to do that no more. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to sell that no more. I'm just playing. Sort of. All right, so, but what you see him is still being able to maintain that contain right here. All right? That's what you're going to want to always have, is somebody disciplined enough to maintain, contain, especially if he's playing on the close side of a formation. If you see here, he's technically on the open side of the formation, and he's still maintaining that eye discipline to get that done there. See here, normal jet motion. Look at him. He's able to stack and shed blocks, too. That's the good thing about him. Looks like he hurt himself right there. I've been in that position before. That's not nice. Got your arm exposed like that. But look at him. Look at this. First, he's going to attack the inside gap, but look at this. Dalvin Cook shoots that way, and he quickly shoots exactly where Dalvin goes. He beats Dalvin to the spot by staying to the outside. Actually, that's not even Dalvin. That's, who's that, Madison? Beat him to the spot right there, and bang. Oh, yeah, that's what it is. Look at that. Shaquille Griffin, his arm is exposed. Hits him right in his arm. Fertilizes him. Hurts his teammate. It's all good, though. So you can see what the discipline is all about there. All right, this particular play right here encapsulates everything about KJ Wright that I love. His FBI, his freaking athleticism is just spectacular, right? So we're going to end on that one. He had another one where he could recover a fumble. That was just pretty much right place, right time kind of thing. So nothing really to break down right here, but this is awesome. Check this out. Going to have a naked boot, and look at him stay parallel, then work his zone from a pedal, right? He's in a conflict of deployment. He's in a conflict of deployment, pretty much a conflict of assignment there, right? If you see right here with the bootleg, actually, let's go closer right here. All right, so on this one right here, you're going to see, obviously, the naked come around. It's going to be a zone naked. Once again, one of you guys is like, oh, did he say naked? Don't do that to yourself. You Seattle people, I ain't going to lie, man. Some of you Seattle people out there kind of weird. Y'all be asking me some weird stuff, man. Y'all be in those tainted coffee beans, right? Y'all be relax, right? I'm just breaking down football film, right? You ain't got to tell me how to rearrange my room and all this and that and the books and stuff like that or the clothes to wear. I'm just breaking down football concepts. Right? We can just do it like that, right? So relax. You got to relax. All right, so see him on the naked here. But watch this. He's going to squeeze down and realize what's going on. You're going to have Kyle Rudolph as well. Working back towards the flats there. So he squeezes down and then works from a pedal. Most people in this particular situation, probably me included, I would just turn around and just locate, right? Back to the basket. I'm locating and seeing where my guy is or what it's out there that he's looking for. He plays it, right, with a 6'4 frame. 6'4 frame. Watch this. Squeezes down. Able to play both, right? Because you know what happens? And look at this pick. Somebody put that on a T-shirt. Went and got it. One-handed, 6'4" in that zone there. Mr. If I Die, I Die right there. Is dying right there on the field. His career is dying there. But look at this. If he turned and ran here, Kirk Cousins, all he has to do is turn upfield and run himself, right? You'd be in man-to-man coverage. He plays this perfectly. Works out of the pedal. Makes sure Kirk Cousins has to throw this thing. And then plays it in the zone right there. I don't know what Kirk Cousins was thinking. This man can get up, and he's 6'4", catches it with one hand, bang. Way downtown, bang. You know Kirk Cousins didn't want none of that funky to look at him. He's like, oh, please get him before he gets to me. Oh, sir, help. Come on, man. What Kirk Cousins doing, man? He's just going to lay on the guy. Everybody else make the tackle. He's just going to pretend and just lay there like he did something, man. Get out of here, Kirk Cousins. All right, so there you have it right there. Your man KJ Wright with Bobby Wagner and Barton. It's a pretty good linebacking trio right there. Definitely want to see some other. I want to see probably a little bit more sub packages though, to be honest with you. Even if it takes KJ Wright not being on the field. I think in this particular day and age, some of the stuff working out of base personnel a lot puts them in a conflict of assignment or conflict of deployment, having to defend receivers on the inside. And you have to play a lot more zone. So, but hey, this is a Pete Carroll defense. Who am I to tell this man what to do with his defense? He knows more about football than all of us combined. But I love what KJ Wright brings to the table, though, man. You can tell how versatile he is, that he could be a Pro Bowl player in either position, weak side, strong side. It does not matter. So there you have it. Your boy, the Underground King Murf, talking about your boy KJ Wright. Make sure you like this, subscribe, comment, do all that jazz, and holler at your boy next time. I will be back. Salute.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.